And like yesterday, we are back here at Ascot Stadium in the city of progress, the city of Gweru, where the 40-year bust might be happening. Yes, I'll tell you more about the 40-year bust or 41-year bust. I will tell you more about that. But the teams that are playing today are hosts, the Gold Boys, Kwekwe Utd, were already relegated from the Premiership. Our hearts pour out to them and their supporters and their director, Dr. Phil Makekere. Taking on Maviravira, Scotland, hot favourites for the 2025 Premiership title. And the 41-year bust that we might be witnessing here is going back to 1984 when Black Rhinos, Chauya Chipembere, a star-studded Black Rhinos, won the coveted league title, the Top Flight League, after only their debut year in the Premiership. It has not happened ever since. Now, can it happen 41 years later? Scotland, who came into the Premiership this season, can they emulate that? That is the big question. So, today, it might all be talking about the 41-year bust. Right, to help us look ahead at the 41-year bust, if it does happen, and more, let's say hello. I will tell you, first, yesterday, I introduced him as a very sad supporter. But today, he's grown wings because he is a very happy supporter indeed. I'm talking about Liverpool staunch follower. We call him Jose. He's Joseph Nkani. Liverpool yesterday eventually winning. They beat Aston Villa by 2-0. So, let's welcome a very happy Joseph Nkani.
Yes, indeed, CNN, you never walk alone. And today we are walking together at Ascot Stadium, where we are witnessing two teams that are playing from the two extreme ends and are playing 52 points apart.
That's quite gigantic.
That's a gulf of difference between the two teams. We all know that Kwekwe has already been relegated. They are playing for pride. They are just playing there to show us what they can do on a good day. But on the other hand, we are here to witness Scotland team, which is probably out this afternoon to break records.
Right, we will see. Can they emulate that 41-year bust that was set up when Lovemore Chikuna, the late Black Rhinos defender, hosted aloft the Premiership trophy at Rufaro Stadium back in 1984. Right, let's welcome a supporter who has been happy ever since the season started. Well, there was one game that he was not too happy, that mauling by Atletico Madrid by 5-2. But last night, his team, Real Madrid, thumped Valencia by 4-0. Let's say hello to Ginola. That's Willie Mutingwa.
Thank you, legendary. And yesterday, my professor about thumping, but the Valencia game is nothing much to write home about. I'll continue saying the El Clasico. We won El Clasico.
Right. Can the 41-year bust be achieved today, do you think?
I see that happening, CNN, to be honest. Because I've been talking to the Scotland players, even the coach. They're in buoyant mood and they're very confident. They want to support their chief striker, that is Toro, Timon Machope. They're saying this is a game where he can harvest some goals to catch up with Washington Navaya, who is now on 17 goals. And remember, Toro is on 13 goals. So those 4 goals, they want him maybe a brace or a hat trick, so that he can catch up with the Toro and become the top goal scorer. So they are saying we want to win the league in style. We want to rep everything in style. If we win the league, we must have the top goal scorer from our team. That's their mission. So they are going to support him, and they're saying maybe for the entire 90 minutes, he will be in the box.
Yes, we've been watching out for the director of Maviravira Scotland Football Club, the Honourable Pedzisai Scott Sakupanya. We've just been looking for him. We haven't spotted him yet. I don't know whether he made the trip here, but he might be watching us live from wherever he is, and I'm sure he'll be a very delighted man at the end of the program, the end of the show. Right, okay. We are setting the mood for you. Kwekwe Utd taking on Scotland. Right, let's first see how the Gold Boys arrived here at Ascot Stadium. Remember, there are no more digging gold. They tried, but it didn't happen. Right, here we see Kwekwe United arriving at Ascot Stadium. And Jose, you know, I keep saying, when I become ZIFA president, no team will get relegated. Because these guys did not deserve to be relegated.
Well, if we don't have any relegation, it means we'll end up having a league with 100 teams. And that may cause a number of complications, a season running over, maybe one season is running over 3 years. But look, I know it's that's a lighter moment. But okay, Kwekwe United, yes, they came in. I think they did very well early in the season, and then they started somewhere midway. I understand there were some issues that were happening within their camp that have to do with resources and availability of funds to sustain the campaign. But yes, it's said that is the team that came into the league and are going out of the league first in, first out.
5-4.
5-4 from school, if you remember. Yeah, so they came in and then they only sustained a season they sustained their presence in the league for only one season, which is very unfortunate. But again, it also paints a big picture. The bigger picture will be that competition in the Premiership is tough. When a team gets promoted from Division 1 into the Premiership, you then need to pull up your socks, making sure everything is on point, from resources, from the from the main power in terms of playing.
Jose, just to butt in as our viewers take a look, a peek there at the Kwekwe United players are just warming up. No particular big name in that side. I suppose people can watch out for number 31, who will be wearing jersey number 31. His name is Farai Matatu. Well, he's not a household name, but he had a stint with the Dynamos Juniors some years back.
Yes, he had a stint with Dynamos some years back, but again, another main name to mention would be Masimba Mambare, who they had actually signed for their campaign in the Premiership. They lost Masimba Mambare, a seasoned campaigner who had also played for Dynamos, remember, and they lost him to Bigita Minerals. So yes, they had a shift in terms of their player roster, and that definitely also had an impact on them losing their momentum in the league championship.
That's right. Well, the Gold Boys, they arriving, you saw them. How did Maviravira arrive at Ascot Stadium? Well, take a peek. And can they be the 2025 champions? As we take a peek at the star-studded Scotland Football Club, who are on 62 points as we start today. If they win today, they'll be on 65, and nobody can catch them. Simba Bora will not be able to. Moors will not be able to. As we see the Ginola Scotland arriving.
Yeah, I think Scotland, even to look by their team bus, the way they dress, everything is going right for them. So there's no way they cannot win this 2025 League Championship come 5 p.m. this afternoon. I'm very confident.
You really think they're going to do it today?
Definitely, CNN, without any shade of doubt, without any iota of doubt, Scotland will be crowned champions come this afternoon. Yes, it's not over until it's over. This is soccer. Anything can happen. I don't know if the Gold Boys can pull a miracle. It can happen, but that will be one of the biggest miracles ever.
Well, you know what? The Gold Boys, Kwekwe United, when they came to Mbiles, Kurfaru, Mpare Kwekwe, Scotland did not win by 10 goals to nil. Yes, they won. Not 9-0, not 6-0, not 5-0, not 4-0, not 3-0, not 2-0. They only won by 1 goal to nil. Scored by Toro Timon Machope. So, can they hold that? Well, let's take a look because these are the 3 key players who will be in action for Maviravira today. As you take a look, of course, led by the smiling assassin, former Zimbabwe Warriors captain Knowledge Musona, with his longtime friend Kamaldinho, Kama Billiard. And we see them there just warming up there. And we're just wondering what will happen. And of course, Toro is there. Timon Machope. Remember, he is chasing Washington Navaya, who is on 17. He scored yesterday once in the 1-1 draw against Green Fuel. He is 4 goals behind. So, Jose, Toro here, I think every Scotland supporter will be wanting to feed the ball to him.
I'm sure even every penalty kick, if there's going to be a penalty kick awarded to Scotland, it's a sure bet that is going to be given to Timon Toro Machope. So that he catches up with Washington Navaya. Remember, Washington Navaya scored his 17th goal yesterday at this very same stadium. And Timon Machope must have been grinning when he watched that game yesterday. So today, Toro will want to go 1 up or 2 up over Washington Navaya. And
sorry, Jose Tobatin, he is right on the screen there.
Yes, and he will be wanting to get a couple of goals this afternoon and possibly seal the Golden Boot race in the last 2 games before they wrap up the season. And remember, Scotland will also at some point this season come to play Tail 1 at this same stadium. So it's going to be an interesting affair. The last game of the season, Washington Navaya scoring on one end and Timon Machope looking for goals from the other end. It can only be the Kaslaga Premiership that gives you that.
I just hope that we'll be here when that happens, when Scotland come here again. Tell one, really enjoyed the trip. Nasa kuskupisa like Nezuru. Yesterday, it was scorching hot. Today, it's a little bit better because Gweru is known for its coldness here. No, not coldness from the residents. No, they're beautiful people. The coldness, Ndukuta Ndukutaura cold weather. Ungorasika babi, urasika ningirigini, hanzi kutorasika double bed mu one room, wakaita seke. Coldness ekutonhora, not coldness. No, I wasn't talking about that. So, that is the big question that will be answered. Of course, Ginola, we were talking about Kwekwe United, only Farai Matatu, the man that maybe people we can talk about having made, not a name, but having had a stint with Dynamos. But before you answer this one, let's just go back and talk once again to all you owners of the game. This is the moment where we give you an insight into the gaffers' minds, the coaches, right? And the home team's coach, you will remember him, former Zimbabwe Warriors goalkeeper. He is the head coach, Gift Umbro Muzadzi. He has taken over from the suspended member in charge, Masimba Dinero. So let's find out what Umbro had to say about this match.
I can't say we are playing for pride. I think coming from a 5-0 defeat from a team which is fighting relegation, Greenfield, and now the next fixture is against the team which is on top of the log. So it's a test of character for us and the boys. But I think today it's not going like an easy walk in the park for the Scotland. We are going to give them a good run, and we try by all means to fight it out. As much as we are out of the Premier League, but we have to go down with the fight. The whole team is raring to go. We can't pick 1 or 2 because we work as a team. So I think the whole team is ready for Scotland.
I think it's been a very long year, very, very long indeed. And I think I would really love to, or really like to take this moment to thank the club president, who is, Honorable Pedro Isaac Pukanya, who has given us this platform, who has invested quite a lot in this project to be where we are, to be in the position that we are in today. It takes a lot to assemble a team. It takes some bit of time for that team to really play as a team and get results, good results for that matter. So it will be history. It will be history. But I'm so excited about the organization itself in general for working together to really get to where we are today. It's through hard work and a lot of commitment from everyone in the system.
Right, you heard there Umbro saying it's going to be very difficult for them. And, the Scotland Orchestra, Irguriza, Simbimbino way, Simbimbino way. That's Big Tempo Classic. That's what they are playing right now. I don't know if you can hear. And Antombo Jaiva. I was jiving. Right, Umbro. Now, let's take a look and listen to what the head coach of Mavira Vira is saying towards this game. I'm talking about Stanza Tonderai Ndiraya. Well, we will be joining Stanza just Yeah, just a little bit later. But you know, I saw you there. Uchitamba Simbimbir. Classic big tempo, eh? Yakapekeke. My buri guy gani, my buri guy. Burika ndo burika mwanangu. Di baba wako.
Yeah.
Just to enjoy that one.
Yeah, those were the good old days. Even the quality of soccer in Zimbabwe, the quality of football we used to watch, I think it used to be the same with the quality of music, which we also used to listen during those days. CNN. Yeah, you were talking about Kwekwe United. I think when the season began, there were problems of their own, some in-house squabbles, which really affected them. I remember at one time they failed to fulfill a home fixture against the Renders. They were still using Butter Stadium then. And they had some household names which they had assembled a big team, with former soccer star of the year, Dennis Dauda, being one of them who was involved. Joe has already spoken about Massima Mambare. He was also there. And when they played Scotland at Rufaro Stadium, I remember in charge it was Popopo, Paul Chilmalizeni, who is now at Agama United in Division 1, the Northern Region Division 1.
Right, okay, well, we must tell you that there's a game at Rufaro Stadium. It's a must-win game for all you Dimbare fans because Dynamos are playing Bikita Minerals. Also, a must-win game for the Lithium Boys Bikita Minerals. We'll keep you updated. Dynamos win, and they are surely, almost certainly, out of the Premiership. Right, quickly, let's find out the predictions from the two happy people here. First, let's find out the prediction from the Cop Anfield, Jose Nkani.
Yes, well, Liverpool won 2-0 last night, but fine, that's not the story. I think today Scotland will be out to break records, and Timon Machope chasing his own golden boot. We have also knowledge Msona Kama in the lineup. So I think it's going to be a ruthless 3-0 win to Scotland this afternoon.
Right, 3-0. Azongoye Draga 1 Gavagaroa Aston Villa. Let's find out from the man whose team thumped Valencia yesterday by 4-0. Kylian Mbappe scoring 2 goals. Vinicius Jr. missing from the penalty spot. It could have been 5.
Yeah, Jose is saying 3-0, and he's happy that Liverpool won last night. But I need to remind him that on Tuesday night, Liverpool go down 3-1 to Real Madrid.
Oh, yes. UEFA Champions League, Real Madrid play Liverpool. This is what he's talking about.
Yes. So this afternoon, I'm sorry for the Gold Boys, 4-0 in favor of Scotland.
All right. Now, I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Umbro Muzadzi's team. I'm going to say a shock result here at the stadium to prolong the wait for Scotland. I'm tipping Kwekwe United to win by 1-0. Right, okay. Right, okay. Let's now cross over to the commentary box where a very happy Liverpool supporter, DJ Stanley Katsande, happy as Jose, is waiting for us. Let's go and join DJ Stanley Katsande, who will be joined shortly by Ginola William Tingwa. We'll be talking to you at halftime.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Charles. Well, one thing that you didn't realize is that Ginola is in a double celebration this afternoon because Liverpool is his other team when it comes to the Premier League. And, of course, Real Madrid is the team that is at the top of his heart. So, yes, for Ginola, it's double celebration. And, of course, I am on cloud 9 as we watch the two teams are walking onto the pitch to start the battle this afternoon. In black away to your left is Mavira Scotland, all the way from Buku in Harare. And this afternoon, it's a special assignment for them. And on the right, it's Kwekwe United. It's now time for the national anthem. Yes, that was the national anthem, Ngai Komborerwe, Nyika ye Zimbabwe. As we prepare to get underway here at Ascot Stadium in Gweru, the city of progress, the capital city of the Midlands. There is Scotland FC in dark grey, going across to meet their counterparts. That's Kwekwe United. The Gold Boys, they come from the city of Kwekwe. The city of Kwekwe is sitting on a pile of gold. And then the toss will be conducted, and the captain, Walter Msona for Maviravira. Today it's Peter Mdua. Msona is not in the side. And Israel Nevera, as he conducts the toss, being assisted by the respective captains. Let's see how this will come out. It's Matatu, Farai Matatu. Israel Nevera, assisted by Thomas Kusosa, Gaudensia Chikwezero, Lloyd Mapanje, and these are the men and women who will be conducting business this afternoon here at Ascot Stadium. Kwekwe United already relegated. There isn't much to fight for, but of course they would like to go down with a bit of pride. Farai Matatu, the captain, looking very enthusiastic, and I do hope that he will be able to motivate his team to play a good game. Here is Kwekwe United with Elton Chuare between the sticks. There is Clive Mushori, Cedric Maruta. Farai Matatu, the captain, leading the strike force alongside Orlando Zawarevi. Brian Kativu in defense, playing alongside Proud Korekore. Cedric Maruta and Clive Mushori in the middle of the park. And Simbara Shema Sukutwa as the defensive linkman. Nelson Chaja in between the sticks. Kevin Moyo, the ever-present Kevin Moyo for Maviravira. This afternoon playing alongside Maviras Chikumira. Peter Mdua is in the side as well. Three defense players. Looks like Tondra and Diraya would like to make sure that they attack as much as possible. Tokosi Zimsebe joins the team. He's been on the sidelines of late. Knowledge Msona always present. Nathan Utasa back in favor. Diamond Machope, their leading goal scorer. And another one favored in the team this afternoon is Ronald Pumbizai. Maviravira in a huddle and discussing issues. The band in full voice in the stands. And any time now we'll be getting underway so that the game gets underway. And if Maviravira come out with a victory this afternoon, they will be champions. As for Kwekwe, they are in fact already relegated. That's this team in yellow. One surprising thing about Kwekwe United, they've got one of their best players on the bench. Lennox Chivi plays as a defender. He's the toughest tick defender. There is Israel Nevera with Farai Matatu in the center circle as well. Getting ready to get us started here. Let's wait and see how this match pans out. We're underway. Maviravira playing from right to left. Kwekwe United from left to right. And that one, the first touch of the ball, rolling straight out for a goal kick. And that goal kick will be taken by Elton Nechuare. That is the goalkeeper, as you see there.
Gift Umbrom Zadzi.
Umbrom Zadzi. Former Zimbabwe international, former Dynamos as well. And he actually went through the youth system here in Zimbabwe. One of the outstanding players in 1995 when we hosted the All Africa Games here in Zimbabwe. Kwekwe United picking up possession. Now they're trying to work their way through, but the ref has intervened and stopped play because he feels that something is not right. That's Israel Nevera, the man in charge this afternoon. Kevin Moyo taking it to Peter Mdua, who turns away from the marker to find Nelson Chajga. Here's a long pass played on the far side once again. Peter Mdua clipping it forward, flick forward, but Kwekwe United are all in defense. But they've just committed a foul, and that will be another free kick. Chuma Viravira. That is Tondera Indiraya, another former Dynamos player. And, he has also been in charge of the national team. He won the league last season with Simba Bora. Then he was lured to Viravira, who were promoted into the Premier League. And then he virtually formed a new team, which is now on the cusp of making history, emulating Black Rhinos way back in 1984, who were promoted and immediately won the league. Here's Nathan Mtasa, but his shot is blocked. This one taken by Fumbizai. Kwekwe United looking firm in defense. Ball played to the near side here, but again, first to arrive is Kwekwe United. In danger here, looming for the relegated side. That was a wasted effort. An effort. Eric Chipeta with his cap, the blue cap, which is worn back to front, former Zimbabwe international. Played in South Africa for quite some time. Now he's the team manager at Kwekwe United. Kwekwe United still trying to settle down, and it hasn't been good at all for them. But of course, they will try to make sure that they contain their opponents. Peter Mdua, he gets the 10 ball and exchanging passes there with Kevin Moyo, who plays it to the nice side for Ronald Fumbizai. I love his celebrations if he scores a goal. It's a lovely celebration that has actually attracted attention from across the continent. Long ball played through into the path of Orlando Joarevi. He can't get to it. Headed away there by Peter Chigumira. And this one taken away by Kama Billiat. Chigumira once again back to Billiat. The two exchanging passes before playing a long searching ball trying to find Nathan Mtasa, but beaten clean. Kwekwe United have just picked up possession, playing it wide on the far side. Poor control, and the Chigumira takes it away. And now Knowledge Msona heck down. The referee has blown to give the former Zimbabwe captain, that's Knowledge Msona, one of the best players since the emergence of Peter Ndlovu, who also captained Zimbabwe for a very long time. 5 minutes played here at Ascot Stadium. Still 0-0. Peter Mdua about to take the free kick, but is being stopped there by Farai Matatu, the center striker from Kwekwe. That's a long one. Played through, and the goalkeeper Nechuare calls for it. Clad in all red, clips it wide to his left to find Cedric Maruta, who loses possession almost immediately. Maviravira, Scotland FC Taking a long ball. That was Tamar Machope trying to latch on to another pass. He's Scotland's top goal scorer. And if my calculations are correct, he's only second to Washington Navaya, who scored another goal yesterday to put himself on goal number 17. And these fans are all aware of it. They would like Machope to start scoring more goals to win the title and catch up with Washington Navaya. That is a good clearance. Chigomira slips it through, trying to find Peter Mutua, who comes up with a good dummy. Plays it to Kevin Moyo. The ever-present, evergreen Kevin Moyo. Another clearance. And the referee intervenes once again to say that should be a free kick to Maviravira. That's Kamabiliat. Turning sharply. This is Pumbizai. Picked up now by Kevin Moyo. Kwekwe United continue to play a predominantly rear-guard game here. This effort looks dangerous as Machope. He's so eager to get a goal here. And in the commentary box with me is William Tingwa. That effort by Machope, I think he was too desperate to get a goal.
Yeah, I think those are some of the signs of desperation there. You know, it is trailing Washington Navaya by 4 goals. So he needs to catch up with Navaya, who scored yesterday here. As you can see that attempt again. Yes, the idea was there. He didn't catch it quite cleanly, and even the execution there was not as good as it is. The technique, that's what lacked there from Toro. But otherwise, that was a good opportunity for him.
Very good opportunity for Chairman Machope. And again, Billiard does well to play the ball into the center. Picked up by Kwekwe United, but then they lose out. And another illegal tackle on Knowledge Msona. He's always a victim of these late tackles. He's got the skills, and I don't like the sight of this. He's holding his knee. Nobody in Zimbabwe wants to miss this man during the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations tournament in Morocco. And I'm glad to say that he's up and about, ready to take the free kick. This one a bit too far from Nechuare's goal line. Otherwise, if it was closer, Msona can do the job. I remember him scoring 2 free kicks against the Egyptians some 8 years ago. Knowledge Msona. This one is headed away. Good play by Kwekwe United as they play the ball forward. Matatu turning one way, then the other. This one guided backwards. Trying to play the ball through. The cross comes in. Danger here. Matatu. And a good block. Knowledge Msona. All over the place. Slips it through. Trying to find Machope. That he was being forced onto the touchline by Brian Kativu. Here's a chance now for Kwekwe United. Good stop by Kevin Moyo. Sona does well. This is Nathan Umtasa. Slips it through for the silent assassin, Knowledge Msona. Very cool and collected, Knowledge Msona. Keeps himself very fit. For a 36-year-old, I don't mind looking like that. I mean, that is brilliant when you look at Knowledge Msona.
Yeah, I think he's in good shape. He's taking good care of himself. And even if you look at him, he doesn't look 36. Even the energy, the amount of effort he offers, what is offered on the ground there, it's more than the youngsters who are even younger than him.
Yes, indeed. And Brian Katifu concedes the throw in on the near side. Chandra Indraya still waiting for that goal to open the floodgates. He certainly proud of what he's managed to achieve with Scotland. Kwekwe United clearing the danger. This one doesn't go very far, but here they pick it up now as they try to go forward. Danger here. Msona. Lovely pass for Pumbidzai. Trying to slip it through. Pumbidzai with the left foot cross. By Chope! Saved by Nechuare. That was a brilliant save by the goalkeeper of Kwekwe United. That could easily have been a goal, but now they come forward with Orlando Zawarevi. But unfortunately his effort is not well directed, easily taken away by Nelson Chajga. The goalkeeper has stayed down, and luckily that the referee had blown. Chajga was trying to take full advantage.
I think they had spotted the goalkeeper, that the goalkeeper is down, and the referee hadn't blown, but I think that's lack of sportsmanship. When you see that a goalkeeper is down, I think you should just play the ball out of play, and fair play rules, you'll be given back possession after restart, because you can't take an advantage and score when the goalkeeper. There's the save again, headed by Taman Machope. Brilliant save there, Stanley.
Brilliant save, and I think he landed awkwardly on his knee. That's how he got injured, because he was all by himself. But then the question that Chajga would be asking is, if the goalkeeper was injured, how come his players did not play the ball into touch?
Yeah, I think when they were defending, they're out of danger. They didn't realize that the goalkeeper is down because they were facing the other way. But when they attacked, when they died, I think that's when they should have played the ball back, even including the Scotland players.
Zawari, of course, is the player who had collected the ball, continued to play, despite the fact that his colleague was down injured. Now all hands are on Elton Nechuare to see if he can be patched up and be able to continue with the rest of the team here. But in the meantime, they are warming up their reserve goalkeeper Ahmed Daudi, who could be called into action as early as the 13th minute here at Ascot Stadium. Israel Nevera just making sure that the Kwekwe goalkeeper is all right, but I don't think he will be able to continue. This looks like an injury-inspired substitution for Gift Umbromzadzi, Willie.
Yeah, I think that's looks like a knee injury there to the goalkeeper. Very unfortunate. It's very early on the game. There you see how it happened again. Yeah, the way he landed there awkwardly after pulling out that brilliant save. You will see his right knee there.
Yeah, I hope that he will be able to perform well. But of course, he was in pain.
Let's see if he can.
Now they want Nechuare to take the goal kicks as well.
That's risky, risky.
Very risky indeed.
You can see he's not
Look at it, he's
properly.
walking gingerly. Here's Kwekwe United picking up possession in the middle of the park. Here comes Orlando Zawarevi. The cross looks good, and the goalkeeper takes it away. That, of course, is Nelson Chajga. Plays the ball forward. Good defensive work from the middle of the park. That ball runs out of play. Throw in to Maviravira, who are looking for the league championship today, and their fans are here in numbers. Both sexes are here, men and women, young and old. They have come here in anticipation of a celebration. That was a cheeky pass by Chigumira. Here is Pumbidzai, one of the few players who were in Division 1. Nathan Mtasa gives away possession. It's picked up by Kwekwe United. Continue to knock the ball around, and Machope is impeded. Their fans are open-mouthed there, hoping that it's nothing serious. Let's see how it all happened. Yeah, the Kwekwe United defender didn't want to lose the man and the ball as well. That to me looks like a bookable offense, but Israel Nevera is thinking otherwise.
This is the first yellow card of the match. But this position of the free kick and acute angle, a good opportunity for Knowledge Msona to go for goal here.
Certainly Knowledge Msona will be favored here to crack for goal. He has done so before. He is expected to do so this time around. Here's Knowledge Msona! Punched away by the goalkeeper. Wow! That was a power driver. The Maviravira fans are all smiles, but then Nechuare has managed to keep this one out. That was a brilliant effort, and the goalkeeper did extremely well, Willie.
Yeah, that's good goalkeeper, because just make one decision once that I'm parrying the ball away, and then vertically he parried it away and out for a corner. Still danger for Kwekwe.
Here comes the corner. Played back to Knowledge Msona, who beats his marker. And, there are 3 players on Knowledge Msona. Looks like he was brought down as he was trying to get up. Just that we don't have VAR here. That could have attracted a very serious punishment in the form of a penalty. But the ball is picked up by Mapiravira. Kevin Moyo for Chikumira. This one is guided backwards. Kevin Moyo already in position. Finding Peter Mudua, the former Highlanders headman. Mudua again receiving it from Bizai. Peter Mudua. Kevin Moyo. To Peter Mudua. Bizai once again. Beating his man well. Machope playing it backwards. Good defensive work there. Here is Javarevi. They pick up possession. This is Kwekwe United going forward. Ball is played through to the near side here, looking for Javarevi. Orlando stays on his feet, but then the referee blows. Just a sign that these fans are not yet enjoying the game because they are busy scrolling through their phones. And she couldn't believe that this is what is happening. Taruinga ready to take it, but I'm sure he's going to leave it for the captain Matatu. He's their leading light. Farai Matatu changes his mind again. The free kick can be taken there by Taruinga. Andile Taruinga. Playing as the right back this afternoon. Clips it through. It's a good looking one. Taken down neatly. Another cross, but he fails to connect. Nathan Utasa riding a tackle. Brilliantly done. Here he comes up now. And good block. Mapiravira fans all over. They've come in numbers. Busloads of them supporters coming all the way from Harare to cheer their team on here. They are expecting a victory, which should then give them the title. Machope is offside. The assistant, referee's flag is up. And Israel Nevera didn't see it. Finally he does, and it's going to be a free kick. Jarwinga now will take it. Andile, who backs away 1 or 2 meters. You can see at the bottom of a picture, Umbro Mzadzi, gift Umbro Mzadzi. The ball is played through. Good shielding of the ball, but then it's taken away. Looking for Jawarevi. It's taken away by Pumbizai. Msebe. It's Mreremba rather. All the way to Chikumira. Squares it for Kevin Moyo. Pumbizai. Back again to Kevin Moyo, who lays it wide for Peter Mdua, the hard man. Matatu giving challenge and forcing Mdua to give it away, and it will be back to with Kwekwe. We're now trying to play the ball through. That pass was too short. Cut out well. Throw into Kwekwe United, the Gold Boys. Already relegated. Two more teams will have to go down with them. And of course, the list includes some of the big names in Zimbabwean football. Dynamo's included in. If they don't win today, it will be a tricky situation for the former champions. Throw in then to Maviravira. Their fans here waiting patiently for the opening goal. Is still 0-0, 21 minutes played. Mreremba plays it through too long. Andile has taken away the ball, but then a bit of wayward passing. Andile laying it wide. Kwekwe United clipping it through, long searching ball met by the Scotland defenders. Nathan Mutasa. Yeah, he's shaping up to the game, the young Nathan Mutasa. Mreremba picked up once again. And Chigumira is beaten to it. This will be some of the Maviravira fans sending the message across the country, telling their friends and relatives that it's not yet won. It's still 0-0. The celebration should stay on hold. The big question is, can Kwekwe United deny Maviravira a chance to celebrate this afternoon and create history for their coach Tondera Indiraya, who won this title last season with Simba Bora, who are likely to finish second this time around. Dasa looking for Machope, but cut out well. Sona fighting for possession, goes down. Then Utasa tries the shot but fails. Shavareri Orlando picks up possession, plays it through. Matatu, the skipper, being tackled as well by Msona. The cross will come. Nobody home, but Chajga can collect without any challenge. Chigumira for young Mreremba. Lays it through. They are all looking for Timon Machope, who is tightly monitored here by Kwekwe United. Mreremba, his heck down, free kick to Maviravira. It looks like he's gonna need some attention, but no. And Msona throws away. As we take a look at the incident, yes, indeed, the referee absolutely right. Emmanuel Timbanyoka bringing down young Kingsley Mreremba for a free kick, which they will take.
Yeah, the goalkeeper is down, Stanley.
Down again, the goalkeeper. I was wondering why the players are walking off the pitch. We don't have a drinks break here, but yes, Nechuare down again. I think Umbro should make the right decision of benching the goalkeeper, because that knee injury could be worsening as he continues to play.
Yeah, him being a former goalkeeper and also having suffered a knee injury, I'm sure he has all the experience to know, and he should be making a correct decision to protect the career of that player. Because remember, yes, they are going to be relegated, but it's not the end of his career. They might need to revive it. They might go back to Division 1, fight for the honors, come back to the Premiership again, or maybe been acquired by another team which is in the Premier League, because he has already shown that he's a good goalkeeper and he is receiving medical treatment at the moment. So let's find out as the Israel's goalkeeper Ahmed Daoudi is continuing with his warming up and getting ready to come in if required.
Yes, indeed, Ahmed Daoudi is warming up. In the meantime, Tondera Ndira and company drumming some more instructions, and their fans are waiting patiently for the expected celebrations. Any form of victory, just 3 points is all they need to make it through. the Mafirawira players discussing among themselves to try and see how best they can help the situation. Here is the first time that he got injured. A header from Machope, forcing him to make a desperate dive. But then Nechware is a tough guy, toughest character. He still wants to continue, Willie.
Yeah, yes, he has received medical treatment and it seems he's ready to continue. But Stanley, definitely for me, they are playing for pride here. They're just for an academic interest, this game for them. Yeah, I think it's safe for him to take a rest because even if they win here, it's immaterial. Their position will not change. They will be relegated, and even though they are going to 4 teams will be relegated, they cannot even catch up with the team that is on number 16 or number 17. I mean, so it's the same. Give the chance to Ahmed Daoudi.
Yes, definitely, and I can see there at the bottom of your picture, Gift Muzadzi is furious with his goalkeeper, I'm sure, for refusing to leave the field of play, because certainly it could create problems for the team if he gets a serious injury. Knowledge Sona, it's headed away from inside the box. Good defensive work there by Kwekwe United. Another clearance makes it good, and Knowledge Sona forced into a defensive run. The goalkeeper toying around with the Kwekwe United players. Knowledge Sona, you find him virtually everywhere, and this pass is overcooked. No problems there for the defender from Kwekwe United. Proud Gore Gore. Some of his fans here waiting for something special to happen. Big question is, can it happen? Your guess is as good as mine. Long clearance there from Nigel Pandawana. Back header, and I thought that was a push. Nevera says play on. It comes now.
Support. Come on, Anthony.
And, this one will roll kindly back to Nechware, who plays another short pass to the left side of attack with Mpandawana. And Chigumira allows it over the byline. Goal kick.
Looks like it's a corner kick.
Could this be a corner kick? Look at the pass there by Nelson Chajga. Flicked out the ball and played it over the advancing Farai Matatu. It's a corner kick for Kwekwe United.
Movement in
Looks like they would like to be the party spoilers. They'll admit that yes, Mafirawira will win the title, but not on their turf, it looks like. Long ball forward. Nelson Chajga plucks it out of the air. Now wants his players in the preordained positions before he can make the clearance. He rolls it to Lumira, was it? This is Kevin Moyo. Oh, good play, good. A chance there, Machope! 1-0.
Looks like Kamabiliat.
Is it
Kamabiliat.
Kamabiliat? He's done it. And now Scotland have got one hand on the title. What a goal. Brilliant execution by Kamabiliat, who I must admit he was very quiet in the last 30 minutes, but he has come alive.
Yes, they waited for half an hour to open the floodgates here, and Machope, the provider, with that flick, and Kamabiliat made sure that he lobbed the ball over the goalkeeper and defender. There it is, Kamabiliat. Good thinking by Kamabiliat. He just went for placement. He made sure that he's keeping the ball over the goalkeeper and the defender. And Machope there, using his height advantage to flick the ball to on rushing Kamabiliad. 1-0 to Scotland. 30 minutes to have played here, Stanley.
Yeah, yes, Mapfirawira have just taken the lead, 1-0. Looks like they are being supported by all and sundry here. I remember bumping into two guys. News reaching us is that Dynamos are leading Bikita Minerals by 1-0. Captain Emmanuel Jalai scoring from the penalty spot. So I know Hararians will be very happy because that is their beloved team. The other one, of course, is Mapfirawira. She has brought a rose to make sure that if it goes her way, her loved one will receive this one today, making it sound very romantic. 1-0, Scotland in the lead. Kama Belliot lobbing over the goalkeeper Nechuare. Nola Jimsona with set piece duties. Plays it long. The goalkeeper could not beat Fumbidzai, whose head has gone out of play. I was talking about some guys that are bumped into town. That are Stephen and me, all the way from Rutenga. They come here to watch Mapfirawira. But the celebrations as well that I saw Rumbidzai, Musasa jumping up and down in celebration after Kamabiliad had placed the ball into the back of the net. They've got lots of fans from all over the country. Mreremba will pick this one up. Ball played through. And this one, Sebe. Chachka to Pumbidzai. Plays it through. Machope does well. Nathan Mtasa does well to find Pumbidzai. This one is taken up now. Nathan Mtasa beginning to discover his true form, the youngster. Awkward fall there, and the referee immediately stopping play. Looks like Mureremba there, who went for a high ball and lost support. I think he will be able to get up, will he? Yes, indeed, and I'm sure he's going to continue. And he's also being asked to leave, because that is the thing. Hey, that was an awkward fall, eh?
Yeah, and it should be been a free kick there, because I could see that the Clive Mushori for Kwekwe United, I think, is the one who made that kid Mureremba fall awkwardly like that. See, that should have been penalized.
Indeed, it should have been penalized, but then the referee says play on. Tasa. Pass through, but it's taken away. Mreremba. Ball played through. Machope. Inside of goal. Machope beats his marker. And is there! Timon Machope reduces the deficit against him to just 3 goals from Washington Navaya. And it looks like the final result of this match is possibly a foregone conclusion.
Exactly, DJ Stan. I think that Timon Machope doing well to rush onto that pass that was sent to him through ball, and he did well to beat his marker, and on an acute angle, tight angle, he poked the ball in the back of the net. There is Kingsley Mureremba with that ball over the defense, and Machope beating his marker, leaving him for dead. That is Gorekore, and in the near post, thumping into the back of the net to reduce the gap between him and Navaya. And it just came underneath the crossbar to find its way into the back of the net. No chance for the goalkeeper there.
Definitely no chance there. It's Knowledge Msona pick up possession. Here's Ronald Fumbizai, 2-0. Scotland in the lead. This, of course, will give them the title if it ends like this. Mtasa flicks it through for Ronald Fumbizai. Sliding tackle. Plays the ball out for a corner kick. Maviravera all over Kwekwe United. And some fans don't look happy at all. That's Robson Sharuko, the godfather. He has followed play all the way from Harare. This is the man who gives you Sharuko on Saturday. We have produced some young journalists, some pen pushers. And when we list them, definitely Sharuko will be among the best that have done the job here in the country. The corner will come. Former Viravera into the side netting. Not a very good corner kick, and the youngsters here enjoying themselves. They've come clad for the occasion, looking very immaculate indeed. Kore, who was beaten clean there by Machope for the second goal from Viravera. Clears the ball. It's played into touch. And another throw for Kwekwe United. They take it through. It's guided backwards by Manuel Mtimbanyoka. Good clearance there coming in from Brian Kativu. Still possession with Kwekwe. Again, comes to the near side. It's Andile who lays it through but gives it away quite easily. And the ref has blown to give away a free kick. Oh, he's so happy. The wife is happy, the kid is happy. Everyone is happy. And they say, is that the case, Willie?
Yes, it's the case. Emmanuel Jalai coming off the very brilliant penalty, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way at Rufaro Stadium and to make Dynamos 1-0. And yes, Scotland, they must be worried of Gorekore. He's a good hitter of that ball. He has scored a free kick already this season. So Nelson Charger must be very, very careful.
Nelson Charger watches this one carefully. Gorekore comes up, tries a cross, but it's a poor one. And it's easily taken away. Chigumira just kicks the ball away, trying to prevent Cedric Maruta controlling it. There's Mreremba fighting for possession, but it's easily taken away by Kwekwe United. Maru Matatu Farai. Chigumira does a good job taking the ball away. It comes back. Sebe leaves it for Mreremba, who was being forced into the wrong direction. Msona fighting for it. On the near side now. Zoarevi. Orlando. Then it falls kindly into the middle of the park for Masukutwa. Machope once again. The goalkeeper has done well. Clears the danger. Is it offside against Machope,
like
or is it...
the goalkeeper might be in trouble here.
It could be in trouble. He's getting a yellow card. That's an offense for a red card, isn't it?
If he did handle that ball, let's have a look at the slow motion. If he
Maybe-
handled the ball, it's a red card offense.
Maybe it was the tackle which was crude. I think it's for the challenge.
It's for the challenge.
It's for the challenge. He didn't handle the ball. But no doubt he's walking on thin ice. Umbrumzadzi not happy, but Tondira Indirai, no doubt. He may look very calm and collected, but if we go inside, he's busy with flip-flops and, gymnastics in celebration, in anticipation of a victory here today. 3 points will give Maviravira the title.
Exactly, DJ Stan. As you await the knowledge, Msona, Timon Machope is behind it.
Machope is looking for
Fumbidza is
more
also
goals.
behind it.
Let's see. Plenty of power behind it, but no direction. And Nechuare can watch it over the bar. He's taking a goal kick now. You can see that Timon Machope is well aware of Washington Navaja's exploits. He wants to join in the celebrations as the top goal scorer. Chigomira. As we take a look there, Dynamo's leading by 1-0. Peter Mdua takes it away. Chigomira trying to find Sebe. But back again to Chigumira, who plays it all the way back to Nelson Chajga. Chajga just indicating to his players. Gift Umbromzadzi, the former Zimbabwe international. He stunned many people in 2006 in Egypt during a match with Senegal. He picked up the ball ahead of an on-rushing El Hadji Diouf, and he threw the ball via his back. El Hadji didn't see it. The only thing he saw next was Sifa Chimeza streaking away with the ball when he was still standing in front of Gift Umbromzadzi. He was meant to look stupid, eh?
Yeah, Gift Mzadzi used to do that, and I remember during the Africa Games, you were talking about that he was one of the outstanding players for Zimbabwe. That at times you'd stop grounders, taken at goal by sitting on the ball without even touching it. Even a shot at cricket goal, you just go and sit on the ball.
He was full of antics.
Yes.
I mean, for someone who played alongside Bruce Grobler, what can he expect?
Exactly.
Grobler himself was an extrovert.
And I also remember at one time, after handling the ball, he would throw it against the crossbar or the upright post.
Yeah.
Back into his hands.
Here comes a cross, but then stopped by Peter Mdua, the captain of the afternoon. Mavira fans are expecting victory here. Yes, you can afford a wave. Because at 2-0 before halftime, 2 minutes to the Oranges, with Nelson Chajga looking very confident between the sticks. Here is Ronald Pumbidzai. Slips it downfield. Ndemreremba is it Kama Billiard fighting for possession. He's brought down. He scored the first goal. And the second was a Timon Machope bullet into the roof of the net. And this is the tussle. And Kama Billiard, of course, was hacked down there by the midfielder Simbarashe Masugutwa. Knowledge Sona in another position of some promise, but decides to float it for the midfielders. What a header!
Machope.
Wow, Machope looking dangerous. I can see why Gift Umbromzadzi wants to keep Nechuare between the sticks. Take a look at that. Oh, that was a good header. And the goalkeeper has done extremely well to parry this one out for a corner. It could easily have been the third goal for Maviravira. Here's the long one in the area, but again cleared away. Another effort into the box. This one has gone out of play. Take a look at it again. Very nearly catching the goalkeeper off guard, but it was over bar. Five minutes. A minimum of 5 minutes of stoppage time. Kwekwe United trying to get something out of this one. And this shot is feeble. It's taken away. Knowledge himself control. Kwekwe United with Zoarevi playing a long one. Easily taken away by the goalkeeper, and the ref immediately intervenes. There is
Good nose
Murwira and my Albert Manenji. On the bench, Mavirawira full of quality. You take a look at those two players, they can walk into any team in the country and play in the first 11.
And remember, there's also the Namibian Moses Shitolo on that
Yes,
bench.
the Namibian who emulates Zinedine Zidane. And of late, it's Ryan Gravenberch, the Liverpool midfielder who managed to score the second goal last night.
And also a dribbling wizard in Matthews Chiweta. Chiweta acquired from Highlanders during the mid-season transfer window.
Oh, yes. And this one taken up by the goalkeeper Nelson Chajga, who is down.
And Cedric Maruta, they giving a nudge on the back of Nelson Chajga. It should be very painful.
Very painful because he didn't expect it. You know, when you expect contact, you tense up yourself so that you prepare for the injury. Chajga feeling fine, and he can continue with the game here. 2-0 they lead. And we've played the 2 minutes of stoppage time. Kwekwe United keeping the ball in play. But Maviravira reclaiming possession. Belliat slipping it to the far side. Good looking cross into the area. Nola Jimsona is beaten to it. It comes back to Kwekwe United. The Chigumira standing firm in defense for Scotland, who are leading by 2-0. Chigumira has seen a lot of the ball this afternoon. This one will roll kindly for Nechware. Elton Nechware, the Kwekwe United goal minder, beaten twice this afternoon. First by Kama Billiat, and then later by Timon Machope. It could have been 2 goals for Machope, but his header was parried over by the impressive goalkeeper. Chajga is in a hurry. Machope guiding it forward, but nobody home for him. Taken up by Nechware, who throws quickly to find Andile Taruinga. Dua. This one taken down, but then it's a tussle for possession. And I can tell you, Sibara Shamsukutwa is doing all he can in the middle of the park. But he's coming up against some difficult customers. This one comes in for Nathan Mtasa. Trying to set up a run with Tamon Machope. He has got the strength, and Nechware was the first to arrive. Makes a save. Taruinga. Kore. Taruinga again. Guides it forward. Still in possession. Sukutwa. Trying to find Matatu, but fails. Kevin Moyo plays a very cool and collected game. Very consistent indeed, Kelvin Moyo. Plenty of positional discipline for him, and it has made this game look really good indeed. Peter Mdua as well alongside him, proving to be quite a hard nut to crack, the former Highlanders player. 4 minutes of the 5 played. Now we are into the 5th minute. 5 minutes played so far. And the referee awards a throw in to Maviravira. Gift Umbrum Zadzi. Still directing operations. He hasn't thrown in the towel. this one is guided backwards. Kevin Moyo improving with each game here. Knowledge Msona stopped by the halftime whistle from the referee Israel Nevera. Maviravira scoring twice to no reply, making life very difficult indeed for Kwekwe United, who would have wanted to leave the Premier League with a flourish, but unfortunately their image has been battered here. Well, there's still 45 minutes to come, but from what I've seen in the last in the first 45 minutes, we don't expect anything special from the Gold Boys. Halftime indeed, and very soon we'll be going down to Charles Senen Mabika and his team of William Tingwa and John Kani, so that the two teams will be analyzed. Halftime score, Kwekwe United 0, Maviravira 2. As very soon it will be a time for our match analysts. Here's Maviravira with their, well, they've just made a replica of the trophy. This is how it all started, with the national anthem being sung. And very soon, let's hear from Charles Senan Mabika and his team for halftime analysis.
They are inching closer and closer to the 41-year bust. Yes, at halftime at Ascot Stadium is going Scotland's way, Maviravira's way. They are leading by 2-0. Although you will admit that the Gold Boys are digging in. They have not been outclassed. Yes, they are trailing, but they've had one or two chances of their own, and they could have come to restore parity. But Scotland taking their chances and scoring through Kamaldinho, Kamabiliat, and Toro, Timon Machope, who of course you know is chasing Washington Navaya. You saw that free kick towards the end there. Usually Knowledge Musona is the one who takes all the free kicks for Scotland, or his younger brother Walter, but Knowledge opted to give it to Toro, and Toro skied his effort. So will it happen? Let's wait and find out. Ginola, William Tingwa is still here. He's a Real Madrid supporter. And the Liverpool man, Joseph Mkani, is still here. Now, let's start with Ginola, because he thinks that the 41-year bust will be accomplished today at the end of the 90 minutes.
Yes, and I think you can see yourself that 2-0 at halftime, and it did not been the brilliance of the goalkeeper Elton Chineware in goals for the Kwekwe Boys. Those two brilliant headers by Timon Machope, he stopped those. The other one, that's when he got injured on the knee by saving that one, and the other one he parried it over the bar. It could have been 4-0 by now. He had he not stopped those two goals, and I think that's why even Gift Umbromzadzi is keeping faith
Zim Digital set-top boxes, decoders with all the 7 local television channels and 6 national radio stations are now available for sale. The decoder will give viewers access to ZBC Jive TV, ZBC News, ZBC TV, ZTN Prime, Pre-K TV, Kiona TV, NRTV. No subscription is needed as all the channels are free to view. For $25 or the Zig equivalent, the decoder comes with a cable plus indoor and outdoor antenna. The decoders are available at the Broadcasting Authority of Zimbabwe, BAZ, Transmedia, and all the TV broadcasters.
Against him. So Kwekwe United not embarrassed so far.
Yeah. Well, not embarrassed, but will they be embarrassed in the second half? That is the big question. The Scotland team parading it all in front of their director, who arrived just in time before the first goal was scored. Yes, the Honorable Pedzisai Scott Sakupkanya. A lot of people are not aware that Scott is actually his nickname. That nickname that he had way back when he was playing for the Black Rhinos Juniors as a goalkeeper. And I think he will probably have been impressed right now by Elton Nechiware in goal for Kwekwe United. Is why it's only 2-0. I can also tell you that the other big game, yes, it is a big game, Kumbiles at Ruvaro Stadium, where both pugilists have to outpoint each other. It's a reading at halftime. Dynamos 1, Bikita Minerals 0. Kapopi, Emmanuel Jalai scoring from the penalty spot. So, just to digress a bit, Shinola, Dynamos right now, yes, they are moving away from the relegation zone, but only just.
Yeah, only just as we speak now, they're on position number 13. And for them to climb even further up to number 11, they need to win heavily. Maybe if they win by 4 goals to 0, they'll jump another 1 place. If they increase it to 5-6-0, another 1 place. If 7-0, they go above Highlanders, which is a mammoth task. Playing Bikita Minos. You know, Wilson Mtegede is a master tactician. But as we see, I actually saw the video of the goal, the penalty by Emmanuel Jala, a brilliant penalty at the bottom corner, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Brilliant stuff by Kapopi. Yeah, I think he hasn't missed a penalty, including in the Chubuku Super Cup, in the shootouts and the like. So it's a good penalty, a very reliable one.
Yes, they used to entrust that duty to Temptation Chiwunga, but now it has been entrusted to the captain Kapopi, Emmanuel Jalai. Right, 2 goals, 2-0 here at Ascot Stadium. Let's have a recap of how those goals came about. The first one, it was a Toro assisted one to Kamaldinho Billiard, and he took that one ever so well with the aplomb of the veteran that he is.
I mean, you don't give Kama Billiard all that space in the box or anywhere around the edge of the box, he will definitely punish you. And what I liked about that move, it was a sweeping move on the part of Scotland. The ball, a high ball was sent to Timon Machope. Of course, with his height, he had the advantage over the Kwekwe defender. So he quickly flicked the ball onto the unmarked Kama Billiard. And Kama Billiard, of course, did justice to that assist. And then if you look at the second goal, it was a goal that was, well, typical of Scotland. Because Scotland is full of ball players. You know, they exchanged a few passes, and then next thing you know, Timon Machope was sent on the left channel, and he was isolated. One thing that I noticed was Timon Machope was isolated, but he managed to beat his marker, create his space for himself, went for the byline, and he knew that the goalkeeper was going to come down. So a predator like Timon Machope knew and that he had to he had to lift up his effort, and then the goalkeeper was going down, and the shot was actually going up. Well, you can't blame him. Goal number 14. Goal number 14 for Timon Machope.
Yes, chasing Washington Navaya. You know, where we were seated, when Timon Machope scored that one, there was one Scotland supporter just seated below us. And after Machope scored, he stood up, looked at me, and he said, legendary CNN. Ko inda musiri kumudaidza kuma Warriors. Inini manje. Ndamuti inini manje. He feels Simon Machope should be in the Warriors fold up. Right, okay. Well, Ginola is still in the running. You had 2-1. 2. You had 4-0. Oh, still in the running. 4-0 he had. And Jose, you had...
I said 3-0. So I'm 2/3 of the way.
Yeah, 2/3 of the way. In that Obudam race, Nagandina 1-0 for Kwekwe United. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Right. Let's rejoin DJ Stanley Katsande, who of course will be joined shortly by William Tingwa Ginola for the second half. And the big question is, can the Kwekwe United goalkeeper keep the Scotland marauding forwards at bay to keep it at 2-0, or will it go 3-0 or 4-0, as these two experts have said? We'll be talking to you at the end of the 90.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the second half here at Ascot Stadium. Mapvirawera, Scotland leading by 2-0. Goals coming from Kama Billiat and Timon Machope. And of course, you remember that if Scotland win this afternoon, it means that they win the title. There will certainly be Israel Nevera, the man in the middle, is ready to restart the formula. Will he be able? Of course he will be able to do everything, but I'm saying Mapvirawera, will they be able to wrap this match in the second 45? There's been a change in personnel. It looks like Kwekwe United have made a change. And a triple change looks like is coming up for Kwekwe United. Let's first see who calls it at first. Yes, they've taken out Clive Mushori, who was playing as an attacking midfielder, calls it a day. In comes just number 18, Kasim Piri. And 77 for Kwekwe United, Takudzwa Chimoa is in, and Cedric Maruta calls it a day. And then I think the next one will be Robert Mchara. And they're calling out Sbarajam Sukutwa. Sukutwa out. And in comes Robert Muchara. Confirmation of that second half scoreline. Kama Billiat and Timon Machope, the goal scorers. 2-0. Mapvirawera in the lead. This one picked up nicely by Kwekwe United. Still fighting to see if they can get something out of this one. Kasim Piri. And finally, taken away by Mtasa, who's beginning to settle down now into a meaningful performance for Scotland. When the young man started, most people thought, well, he doesn't make the grade, but I think today's performance clearly shows that young Nathan Mtasa is a capable youngster, and give him more game time, surely he'll make a big difference. Throw in from Pumbizai, but then he allowed this one to roll out of play. Gift Umbro Mzadzi in charge of Kwekwe United. They've just lost possession. They're looking for another goal here. Mreremba does well to find Knowledge Msona. The angled effort, the idea was there, but the execution was not perfect. Here they come once again. Kwekwe United. This one runs kindly on the near side here. To be a good run for Takuzwa Chimoa. But it's taken away by Scotland. This one comes on the near side. Yeah, the substitute does well to beat his marker, Robert Machara. This one picked up by Kore Kore. Playing it wide on the far side, and again, it's overcooked. And Tondra Indiraya reinforcing his instructions. The history maker, well, let's say he's on the cusp of making history. Tondra Indiraya, emulating Black Rhinos way back in 1984, who came from Division 1 to win the title. Scotland came from Division 1, also made some wholesale changes to the team. Here's Kama Billiard playing the ball forward, looking for Fumbizai. Fumbizai again with a heavy touch. And this one goes out of play. Goal kick. When everyone else expected him to blast it goalwards. Here's the ball played short now. Good ball downfield. And, it's being chased well there. And in the end, it goes to the far side. Oh, danger here, but then headed away by Kevin Moyo. Kwekwe United certainly threatening. This one is taken up once again as the ball is played through Kama Billiard. Does well to play it for Nathan Mtasa. He provided the passer that allowed Machope to get the goal. Mtasa was trying to shoot from the best part of 40 meters. The block was good. Taruinga losing possession. It's guided back. Looking for Chigumira. Standing away from his marker. The ball played through. The chance once again. A lovely touch indeed, but then, and the chance for a third. He goes down. Referee says play on. Oh, that was a brilliant pass. It needed a bit of composure just to lay the ball into the empty net. Didn't happen. That was a golden opportunity for Mavira Vira, Willie.
A golden opportunity presented to them in a silver platter there with a golden spoon. But Timon Machope couldn't capitalize. Even Kama Billiard, if he was a bit selfish, he could have gone for goal by himself. But he opted to support the man who is chasing for the golden boot. That is Timon Machope. And that is a chance that went begging Stanley.
Oh yes, it's a chance that has gone begging. But Kwekwe United looking a rejuvenated side in the second half here. Here they're coming up with an effort, and this one goes over. Takuzwa Chimoa trying from afar. Corner kick after a block is taken. This will be the corner. As Kwekwe United would like to play party spoilers here. That effort once again. And it's blocked by Kevin Moyo. Taking time to dispatch this one. As they're spotting it carefully. It's a long one, punched away by the goalkeeper. Well, I think the referee is saying that the ball had already gone out of play. So that will be, let's take a look at it. Nelson Chajga made sure that it goes over. Fumbizai applying the pressure. Chajga now to roll it short for Moyo. Moyo The left footer forward. Mreremba trying to play the ball back for Machope. Is too far ahead of him. And it comes into the center. It's picked up once again. Knowledge Msona for Chigumira. Playing it right back this afternoon and guides it directly towards goal. Easily taken up. But then the distribution is terrible. It goes out of play for a throw in that Chigumira will take once more. It's taken quickly. Msona looking very comfortable despite going 45 minutes into action. Knowledge Msona keeping fit, which is impressive to see. Here's a chance once again. And of course, Maviravira still in possession. Knowledge Msona! Good tip over the bar. Brilliant save from the goalkeeper. My word, that was well taken by the silent assassin. And I must say, Mtasa, we need to be fair to the young man. He's been doing extremely well.
Yeah, I think he's given a good account of himself this afternoon. Been given that rare opportunity by his coach Tondra Indiraya Stanza, and he's justifying his inclusion in the starting lineup. Remember, he had to displace the likes of Shidolo, and also they are missing the services of Watamsona, who is injured, Terence Zukamanja, who is injured. So he is doing very well. And that goalkeeper, Elton Nechuare, is brilliant this afternoon. I think this is his fourth brilliant save this afternoon.
Yes, indeed, Nechuare keeping the scoreline respectable. His Knowledge Msona rolls it across the field. Msebe. Back to Fumbizai, who slips it through. Nobody home. Is taken away by Kwekwe United. Now they're trying to pull forward with Matatu. Back to Maviravira. Tightly monitoring the movements of Knowledge Msona. They're doing well by doing that. Here it comes on the near side. Picked up now by Chimoa. Moa in the middle of the pack. Rolls it back. Back to Chimoa. Trying to get past his marker. Fails. And it comes on the near side again as they attack here. Kwekwe United, and that's a feeble effort as it goes straight to the goalkeeper. Nelson Chajga with all the time in the world. Now he can take the goal kick. Peter Mdua is interested. The two are exchanging passes. Ball is rolled back to Mdua. Lots of space before him. Knowledge Msona. With Moyo, Kevin. Back again to Mtokozis Msebe. Kingsley Mreremba. Shuffle the ball from one foot to the other. Lays it forward. They're trying to find Kamabiliat, who guides it backwards. The cross is thwarted once again. Korekore and company standing firm at the back. Then this is Korekore now, guiding it to the far side. Andile Taruinga. Long ball forward and it comes to the near side here. Kwekwe United upping their game. They're trying to shoot. Easily taken away there by Machope once again. There's a chance once again. And the effort is feeble. Nechuare coolly collects. That was a chance now for Maviravira to treble the advantage. This one rolled kindly to the far side. Brian Katifu in charge. Taruinga goes down and the shot comes in. Good save by the goalkeeper, but that was a bullet taken from way out of the box. Brilliant effort indeed, and a good save by Nelson Chajga. Kwekwe United asking questions, aren't they?
Yes, they want to go down fighting here. These are the last kicks of a dying horse, Stanley. And the moment that ball left that boot, I think it was written goal all over it, but Nelson Chajga had other ideas with a clean, safe pair of hands there.
Yes, and I hear that Scotland will be making changes very soon. We'll get to hear who they are. Kwekwe United standing firm in the back. And this one played into the middle of the park. The referee has blown. Of course, it will be...
Looks like Tapiwa Chakuchichi and Panashem Timbanyoka getting ready to come in for Scotland. Remember Chakuchichi, the youngster.
Oh yes, the youngster, the exciting youngster. As Mureremba was trying to take a crack at goal. He didn't catch it the way he wanted, but that was a good shot by Kwekwe United. Kamabiliat calls it a day. In comes Tadiwa Chakuchichi for the veteran Kamabiliat. Scorer of the first goal. And another exciting youngster, Panashem Timbanyoka. I think Tondra and Diraya. That is Kamabiliat's effort. There's Kamabiliat. It looks like Timbanyoka's substitution has been put on hold because of the injury to one of the players. Mureremba is the player down. As you could see, the Maviravira fans were a bit worried, and the medical team is on the field of play with their stretcher. And now Mureremba, this is how he sustained the injury. He went down. The referee didn't stop play almost immediately, and Chakuchichi was in pain, and he's having to be ferried off the field of play so that treatment can take place off the field of play. And I will have to revisit the changes. Tadiwa Chakuchichi joins the fray. And Kamabiliat is off. Talking of Tadiwa Chakuchichi, he is an exciting winger. And let's hope that he brings his A game. This is that youngster Chakuchichi, but I hear that Timbanyoka, just number 28, comes on for Kingsley Mureremba. But I'm sure Tondra Ndiraya has decided to do a bit of readjustment and reorganization so that Maviravira have got more bite up front. Their fans here are watching intently. I'm sure they like what they are seeing.
Yes, exactly, Stanley. Because initially they wanted to take off Tokozem Sebe, but then when Mtimbanyoka went down, then they had to change the substitution and doing some adjustment in midfield there. And Chakuchichi, like you're saying, we expect him to bring his A game on that left wing. Remember, it's big shoes to fill in replacing a veteran like Kamabiliad, who has already scored this afternoon.
Yes, let's see if young Chakuchichi can emulate Kamabiliad. Good exchange of passes, a chance now. And this one is blocked. Corner kick, that was Nathan Mtasa once again. Ghosting in from the blind side, it very nearly catching the goalkeeper off guard. We've played an hour here. And this one, of course, was chested off the field of play. Here comes the cross. Poorly done there by Machope. He was the first to arrive. Maviravira fans out in full force, ready to celebrate tonight. Gweru will be a carnival city. Nigel Mpandawana This one now will be guided back to the goalkeeper, Nechuare. Nechuare takes some time before clipping it forward. Again, they keep fighting for possession. Mdua guiding it backwards. Now he finds Kevin Moyo. Confirmation of the scoreline. Kama Billiard and time on Machope. Billiard has since been substituted. In came young Tadiwa Chakuchichi. Nechuare, oh, it's a feeble clearance. Very lucky. Nigel Mpandawana can take it downfield. Flex it over. Ball played through on the near side, and in the end it goes out. It's Gumira in attendance. Shot throw. Knowledge Msona. Cleverly plays it for Kevin Moyo. Kevin Moyo through the lines for Machope. Turns away from his marker. Fumbizai for Machope once again. Mapirawira playing with confidence. Knowledge Msona looking very comfortable on the ball here. Msebe. Jokozis Msebe. Fumbizai backwards. Kevin Moyo. Peter Mdua is to have played together since Scotland came into the Premiership. They are the regular players. Chakuchichi applying the pressure. Tadiwa, he does well. Wins possession. Good cross comes in. Nobody home for Scotland. This will be picked up by Takuzwa Chimoa. They finally clear the danger. Taken away by Knowledge Msona. Dictating the pace of the game here. I've been very impressed with the veteran Knowledge Msona. He's showing no signs of aging. Very energetic, winning possession, and doing everything that needs to be done. Chakuchichi a bit overzealous and wanted to carry on dribbling, and it failed in the end. He has to do a lot more marking now. Timbanyoka comes back to Nathan Mtasa. Does well to find Machope. A lovely work by Machope. I think Machope was offside, but again, he's playing a very good game as we watch this couple here enjoying themselves. Mapirawira through and through, no doubt. You can see by the regalia, Willie.
Exactly, Stanley, can see by how they dress themselves. Those are very expensive replica jerseys being dressed by the Mabirawira supporters here. Even you see how the team dresses when they are traveling for their away matches. It's immaculate, it's just good. This is something we love to see in sport. Like, I've been always telling people that hate or love Honorable Scott Zakwanya, but he has brought something into the game here in Zimbabwe. We're going to see the fans are back into the pitch. At one time, we see Sakuva Stadium being filled when Scotland invaded Mtare.
Yes, sir. Wherever Mavirawira goes, the crowd is better. Lot better. They're actually rivaling Highlanders. It's the only other team that brings in the crowds here. And Scotland are, of course, matching everything with their results and type of play. Here they are once again. Fumbizai slipping it through. A lovely 10 of pace. Here comes Fumbizai drifting into the area, and this one goes away. No problem there for the goalkeeper. And again, fans sitting calmly, enjoying their drinks. Is it the brown beverage? I'm not quite sure. But it looks like these days, if you bring it in a plastic bottle, that doesn't pose any danger to anyone, you are excused. Why not when your sponsor is a manufacturer of the same beverage? Surely they must benefit, shouldn't they? As we wait for this corner to come from Knowledge Msona, it's easily dealt with. Timbanyoka takes it away, finds Chigumira, who lays it on the near side for Peter Mdua. Good looking cross, taken down nicely. A lovely staff And the Kwekwe United standing firm, and they finally clear the danger that the near side referee, assistant referee, had his flag up for offside. And of course we'll have to restart the formula. This one is taken short. Long ball forward. This one straight to Nelson Jajga. Nigel Pandawana with that last touch. 23 minutes left of play. 23 to the 90. 2-0, Scotland in the lead. They seem to have taken their foot off the pedal. Here's Nathan Mtasa. It's been very impressive this afternoon. Timbanyoka finds support. Back again to the youngster. Plays it along the touchline. Chigumira guides it backwards. Here it is in the middle of the park with him, Sebe. Allowing the ball to go past him. From Bizai back to Msebe. Here's Knowledge Msona. Plays it wide to the far side. It reaches Fumbizai, whose cross doesn't reach the intended target. And it's put it out of play for a throw in to Mapiravira. Their fans, I think they're doing the arithmetic here. As the board goes up, once again, Scotland making a change. Nathan Mtasa calls it a day, but I think he deserves a round of applause as Mapiravira are bringing in jersey number 45 into the mix. Valentine Macheka joins the fray for the impressive Nathan Mtasa this afternoon. He certainly is a future star.
Exactly, CNN. No wonder why he was a last-minute call to the COSAFA squad in June, July, when he went to South Africa with the developmental side there. And they also see the dribbling wizard, Matthews Chueta, an acquisition from Highlanders during the mid-season transfer window. Is also preparing to come in. There is Nathan Mtasa.
Yes, indeed, and here comes the troublemaker out of your picture. Yes, we call him the troublemaker, Matthews Chueta. He can be a constant threat on the wings. The Kwekwe United defender will have to know that he is going to be very busy. And the choir is singing in the stands. And then it comes back to the substitute. Has been pushed off the ball and a free kick. Kwekwe United are complaining, but surely that was an offense. Valentine Macheka was budged off the ball there by Kwekwe United. Now, Knowledge Msona from this distance can be very dangerous. 20 minutes left of play. 2-0 Mapiravira in the lead. Scotland. Now, Knowledge Msona just checking his bearings to see how he can play it. Oh, it's a lovely effort. Oh, he's there. Ronald Fumbizai. Now look at the celebration. Take a look at the celebration. Everybody goes down. They sit. They sit. And he forms a class. Now teaching them on how it is done. I like this.
Yeah, Stanley, the iconic celebration. There is it is again. Easy header there by Ronald Fumbizai, but he had to adjust his bearing there. That's brilliant. Flexibility there from Fumbizai. And I like the iconic celebration. I remember he did it after rifling into the roof of the net when we played DRC. During the days of Sunday Chizambwa.
Yes, indeed, and I remember as well in Cameroon, I think, yeah, that's where he went and played. When he scored, you know, his celebration attracted the attention of all the teams at the tournament to say, this was one of the best. They all sit in class. And he starts teaching them how it is done. But that was a brilliant header. And the band has come alive once again. And I can see that the bench, Chandra Indraya and company, celebrating with the goal scorer, Ronald Pumbizai. And the surprising thing that continues to, come to my mind is that it's the veteran players that are always, showing the best of their talents in the country. Washington Navaya, top goal scorer. I think apart from Timon Machope, Kama Billiard scoring that goal. Ronald Pumbizai, players from yesteryear. And they're still the ones that are the torchbearers in Zimbabwean football.
Experience is the best.
3-0. Oh, yes. No replacement for experience.
Change of weather here in Gweru, in the Midlands capital. You can see it's looking cloudy. It might drizzle, or can we receive some rains here in the Midlands capital?
Well, not during the match, but it could be later on in the evening. But of course, the temperatures are so favorable to both the players and ourselves, because it's feeling quite good. Kwekwe United knocking it around, trying to find their way past Maviravira. Can they do it? Slipped through, good control. Comes on the near side. Danger here now. And a brilliant goal! Wow! Takuzwa Chimoa. My word. Where were you when Kwekwe United were looking for goal scorers? 3-1, Willie.
What a strike here, Stanley. We're witnessing some top-class football here. And that Chioa, what a strike. From picking his spot there, giving no chance for Nelson Charger. Desperate Nelson Charger going airborne there, trying to save that one. There's no way he was going to stop that one, Stanley.
No way that he could have stopped that one. What a goal. From Tadiwa Chimoa. Takuzwa Chimoa, rather. Takuzwa. That was a brilliant effort. Now they're coming home again and the crowd has come alive. Chimoa once more. Down the throat of Nelson Chajga. This youngster blasting the ball forwards. The Jonah Kawanza is set to come on. There are some smiles from the neutrals here. They could be Kwekwe United supporters. And the referee has given the free kick the other way. And there is showing a yellow card for simulation, I think.
Yeah, definitely. That's for simulation, but I need to have a second look at it. That's a red card being shown here. A red card has been shown there, Stan. The player in the viewer's picture there.
I think there's a red card.
Should be for
a
dissent.
Red card. You can see Kore talking to the young man. Why did you have to do that? Here's the
captain.
The captain goes down. Was it for simulation?
Oh, there's somebody who tapped the referee at the back. Somebody there.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is a red card.
You went and tapped the referee at the back of the referee. That's
Orlando Zavarevi. If that is the case, then surely
madness.
Some disciplinary action will have to be taken against the player. Orlando Zavarevi calls it a day.
That's madness. Absolutely unacceptable. He's been very stupid.
Well,
How
it
can
looks
you do
like
that?
that red card was by mistake. We'll have to check again on the number of players on the field of play because everything was happening so quickly. Kwekwe United threatening here. The cross fails to come. It's out for a throw in on the far side.
Yeah, Kwekwe are down to 10 men here. Zavarevi Orlando.
Farai Matatu confirmation of his yellow card. They're acknowledging him. Sona. Oh, this is the chance! Just over the bar. Wow. End-to-end stuff here at Ascot Stadium. Farai Matatu being shown the yellow card.
There is.
Yeah.
Zavarevi.
And he must have been saying something to the referee.
Yes, and he tapped him on his head.
Yeah. And the referee turns around, Israel Nevera. That is a red card.
Yes.
That is a red card. Zavarevi, Orlando Zavarevi, shown the red card here for poking the referee in the head. And the throw-in comes up. This one laid through. Mutua. Chakuchichi. This picked up once again. Sebe guided backwards. This is Moyo. Chajga, who was beaten spectacularly there by Takuzo Chimoa. And this one will roll kindly for Nechware, who takes it long. Play continues now. And then this one rolls out of touch. That will be a throw in to Kwekwe United. 11 minutes to play. 11 minutes to the 90. Big question is, can Kwekwe find the equalizer? The pass is thwarted. And this one will roll kindly out of play for a goal kick. Fans are watching attentively. Msebe will collect in the middle of the park. Timbanyoka couldn't find his intended target. Is picked up by Kwekwe United. Good touch there. And this one will be a free kick. As Mchokozi Zimsebe still standing in front so that the kick can not be taken quickly. Kwekwe United coming back, a rejuvenated side in the second 45 minutes. 9 minutes to the 90. 3 goals to 1. Maviravira in the lead. If it ends like this, then they win the title, the Premier League title. John Dera Indiraya makes history. One of the few coaches to have won the title back-to-back. He did so with Simba Bora last season. And he will have done it with Maviravira. Scotland FC, a team that joined the league last season from Division 1 after pipping Moors to the title. But Moors themselves managed to find a way of getting into the league by purchasing ZPC Wangesa franchise. Here they come once again, and the referee has intervened to give a free kick to Kwekwe United. Time is ticking away for Kwekwe United to leave this stage with a bit of dignity. Yes, Kasim Piri. Let's say he's thwarted there by Chiweta. Mafios Chiweta came on as a second half substitute. He's a young player who normally lights up the scene. They're playing it backwards. This one is taken away, and the chance for Machope. Machope's first touch nearly lets him down, and the shot is feeble. His left foot lets him down. Now Kwekwe United are pushing forward. Chimoa. Well, by the way they look, these fans don't seem to be very happy. They're possibly Kwekwe United sympathizers. It's not going well for the home team here. It's a 10-up on the crowd by Maviravira. 3-1. Maviravira now will have to defend against the wind. With about 6.5 minutes left of play, another player goes down injured.
The goal scorer.
Yeah, that's the goal scorer, Tadiwa Chimoa, who curled in a beautiful effort.
There it is.
Here is the goal. That was brilliant.
Unstoppable.
Absolutely fantastic. And they continue to enjoy themselves with their team leading here at Ascot Stadium. Knowledge Msona with another curler that was headed in by Ronald Fumbizai from one veteran to another to give Maviravira a 2-goal cushion. There's another chance, but the goalkeeper Chajiga does well. Kwekwe United are now a completely different team in the second half. Where was this performance in the first 45?
Even to ask where was this performance all season. They've been playing like this all season. I'm sure they could have been in a different position, or maybe their tally there, the number of points could have been different. They only have 10 points to their credit. 1 win and 7 draws all season. Still unbelievable. Has this ever happened in the Premier League that we have a team with only 10 points after 32 matches?
I don't remember that. Teams have been poor, but I think Kwekwe United have taken that to another level. Spitam Dua will guide it back to his goalkeeper. 5 minutes from the 90. Piram Dua slips it through. Throw in. Chakuchichi preparing for a throw, long one taken through, but again headed away by Kwekwe United. Chakuchichi has got a touch, and this is another chance now coming through. The cross comes in, and is there!
Chakuchichi.
Young Tadiwa Chakuchichi kept his performance with a goal, and surely Maviravira will be collecting the 3 points here this afternoon. They will be champions as well. What a goal by the youngster.
Sweeping move there by Scotland FC there, Stanley. And the young man has been credited with a goal. I'm sure it's his first of the season. He's only 17.
Yeah, it was the persistence of Valentine Macheka who produced the cross. And then Chakuchichi guided it past the goalkeeper. He kept on moving, created his own space, and gave goalkeeper Nechuare no chance at all. The young man looks like he's on the threshold of an exciting footballing career. The band continues to sing in appreciation. They're loving every minute of what they are seeing here. It's a wonderful day for Scotland FC Maviravira. They've done the job. They are justified in singing long before the match is over as Kevin Moyo clears the danger. Here it is. Played through once more. It comes to the near side. Chakuchichi couldn't beat his intended target. It's taken away, but the referee stops Chaweta Mafios. Those are the goal scorers. Takutsko Chimoa blasting in for Kwekwe United. Free kick to be taken by Gore Gore. Playing in the center of defense, but has conceded 4 goals. It's a long one into the area. Headed away. And Macheka cannot get to it. And another effort goes over the bar. Gift Umbro Mzazi beaten clean here at Ascot Stadium by Scotland FC. Losing to another former Dynamos player, Tandirai Ndiraya. Peter Mdua can clear the danger. The Machope cannot find his teammate. But this one is allowed by Fumbizai to roll back to the goalkeeper Nelson Chajga. Fumbizai himself scored a simple goal, cushioning the header into the back of the net. This time he finds Knowledge Msona, who never tired, running up and down. That's a brilliant pass, but then first to arrive was Nechuare, who clears the danger. Chiweta still fighting for the ball here. He wins it. Slips it through into the middle of the park. Msebe for Knowledge Msona. Guiding it to the far side. Here's Ronald Fumbizai. Fumbizai now trying to go forward but decides against it. He is a man of his antics. Knowledge Msona. This is Mdua. Moyo. Five minutes of stoppage time. It's actually a minimum of 5 minutes. Long ball through. Timbanyoka gets the return pass. Fumbizai starts to entertain the crowd with some juggles. Here's a no-look pass. Peter Mdua has given away possession to Tadiwa Chimowa, the goal scorer for Kwekwe United. Here's a chance once again. And this one picked up by Msona, who plays it long, looking for Machope. His first touch lets him down. Nechuare wants to play it onto the far side. Now he's got 3 players around him, but managed to escape. Here it is. Comes back again. Kevin Moyo plays it safe. Nelson Chajga. Fumbizai. This one guided back to Chajga. Was beaten clean there by Chimowa Takuzwa, who blasted in a lovely curler. Maviravira taking full advantage of their extra man here. After Orlando Zovarevi was given a red card by the referee for unsportsmanlike behavior, poking the referee in the head. They also must have been saying something bad, and Knowledge Msona displaying some lovely football here. Chakuchichi has taken over inside the area. Chakuchichi goes down. Penalty here. The persistent Chakuchichi has won a penalty for Maviravira. Surely, you cannot take a second look at Israel Nevera. That was deserved.
Yes, tackle from behind, inside the box. What else do you expect? And it will be interesting to see whether it's going to be Machope or so. There it is again. Clumsy there by Robert Mchara.
Yes, Robert Mchara clipping the heels of young Chakuchichi.
Also holding.
Yeah, holding and clipping the heels. He cannot complain.
And Machope.
Time on Machope will benefit from this one.
If he scores, the difference between him and Washington Navaya will be 2 goals.
Yes, it will only be 2 goals. He could have done a lot better during play. The Israel Nevera just making sure everyone is in the right place. No encroachment from either side. Timon Pachope versus Nechuare, and it scores to make it 5 for Scotland FC. 2 for Timon Machope, and only 2 goals away from Washington Navaya. 2.5 minutes to the end. Valiant effort, I must say, from the goalkeeper, but Machope took that penalty so well.
I think the pace, the goalkeeper was beaten for pace. He gets the right way, went the right way, but there's no way he was going to stop that one. It was thumped into that bottom corner. Very brilliant penalty by Machope. And interestingly, Stanley, Navaya and Machope, they will square off in the last game of the season here at Ascot.
Well, because of the victory here by Scotland, we may not see a blood and thunder encounter, but Machope should be playing, and he will possibly certainly try to catch up with the veteran player. And Israel Nevera flashing a yellow card for someone on the bench. It looks like Kama Billiard.
Yeah, it looks like Kama Billiard, exactly. But I think he pointed his hand on
But I'm being
Kama
told
Billiard.
it's God knows Murwira, not Kama Billiard. Play restarts. We'll have it confirmed by our producer. We'll find out who it is. There's God knows Murwira looking at his face, and a chance once more for Machope. And it didn't happen. Here is a Nelson Chachga. 5 minutes played. Anytime the ref could be blowing here. The celebrations will begin for Maviravira. Israel Nevera puts this whistle to his mouth and blows for the end of this encounter here. What a match for Maviravira. 5-1, an emphatic victory. Certainly, it justifies the fact that they will be winning the title, Willie.
Yes, they've wrapped the title in style here. 5-1. Yeah, I think that's a typo. There should be 5-1 because Timon Machope had a brace this afternoon. So, champions 2025, Scotland FC. Stanley, as I prepare to go down pitch side, what a match you have watched here at Ascot Stadium. Kwekwe United going down to Division 1, and Scotland FC, they play Greenfield next, knowing fully well that they are the champions of 2025.
Oh, yes, indeed. It is a day to remember for Tondira Indiraya and these charges. They are celebrating the title just when the rain is about to come. This could be in celebration. The first goal there. And we've got our men down the pitch side, and very soon he will be talking to one of the coaches. Looks like he will talk to Gift Umbro Muzadzi. So it's over to Charles Mabika.
Right, that's how it ended. And the 41-year bust made here by Scotland beating Kwekwe by 5-1. I'm now joined by the Kwekwe United's head coach, former Zimbabwe Warriors goalkeeper, Umbro Gift Muzadzi. Well, Umbro, your team, you gave it quite a go in the first half, but it all went horribly wrong in the second. What happened?
I think it was a game of two halves. First half, we tried to contain them, but when it comes to second half, I think the boys' obvious inexperience also cost us. We were playing a very experienced squad with a very good coach, so I think the guys, they went to sleep in the second half, then we started to get punished. But all the same, I don't want to take anything away from the boys. They gave it all. They gave it a good fight, although we lost 5-1, but we could see the zeal and the will to want to play. I think we have to give them some credit. And also to Scotland, I would like to say congratulations to them. It's their time. I think they deserve it. So I would like to say congratulations to them.
Okay, Umbro, all the best as you prepare for a tough life in Division 1, but you gave it a go in the Premiership. All the best.
Thank you, Blachali. Sure.
That was Gift Muzadzi Umbro as Kwekwe United prepare for life in the Division 1. They gave it a go in the Premiership. It didn't work out. And do you know that history has been made here? No, not Scotland, because Scotland have equaled Black Rhino's history, okay? But history has been made. How many of you knew? Tonderai Stanzandiraya becomes the first coach in Zimbabwe football history to win 2 league titles back-to-back with different clubs. Yes, remember, he won it with Simba Bora, now he's won it with Scotland 2 years in a row. And I don't think he knows it, but I'll tell him now. Did you know that you are the first coach in Zimbabwe football history to win back-to-back titles with 2 different clubs?
I didn't know that, CNN. Legendary CNN. I didn't know that. Thank you for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
He is history made. Right. How are you feeling now?
I'm overexcited. I'm overexcited, CNN. I never thought this would happen, but thank God it has happened. But allow me to thank my club president, the Honorable MP himself.
He was watching, he was watching at home.
I know he was watching, yeah. So I had a word with him before we came here. And look, the man has put in a lot of investment into this project. Yeah, so he made our life easy. He made coaching very easy. That's why I'm particularly singling him out at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, Stanza, all the best. Congratulations for making history.
Thank you very much, legendary CNN. I appreciate it.
Right, okay, that's just about it. The Rams are belting down here at Ascot Stadium. So that's just about it. Congratulations to Mavira Vira from everybody in the ZBC TV sports crew. We say goodbye.
Z